With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
By Patrick Chung.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And this one brought in by Sanu. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Michel. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
With the give to Rashad.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 21, 14. What we got?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
The 27-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
He'll pitch it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
A little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Gain of 12. And the Patriot first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Michel. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got the hook up to Lee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown.
Complete to number 14,
Mohamed Sanu.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Patriots 14, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Intercepted.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
39-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's airing it out for Sanu. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
33 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On 1st down, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And Michel will have the 1st down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Newton on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, they run with Michelle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 21, Seahawks 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Wilson
picked off by Jason McCourty.
The Patriots.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's caught. This is White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 40-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got Sanu. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Patriots.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Edelman was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Newton flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Dante Hightower.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Patriots 24. Seahawks.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And the Seahawks have recovered. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. The 40. He's at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Brought down
a big-time run there by Sony Michel. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Seahawks 24. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. On the run, it's Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Copeland able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And it's Michel once again. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you saw them at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got White here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
And a Patriot 1st down.
First down, here's White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 56. On 2nd and 12, Newton completes it to Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now left side on the swing pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 13, it's a first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Taken down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw downfield. He's taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Another Seahawks first down.
Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Newton. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Russell Wilson.
Dietrich Wise able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.